All right. Break the Ice podcast. Let's go. We back. Let's go. Welcome to Break the Ice.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Coffee Connection. Coffee Connection, with 8 locations around Rhode Island and Massachusetts, offering fast, affordable, and friendly service. Check out your local Coffee Connection.
Coffee Connection also offers smoothies, shakes, breakfast sandwiches, and much, much more. Go visit Coffee Connection at one of its 8 locations.
Welcome to Break the Ice.
Welcome to Break the Ice podcast. I'm Ken the Kid, joined once again by one of the best looking men northeast of Toronto.
I don't know about that. Our guest here tonight might be heavy beat, but thanks, Ken. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing all right. What's going on?
We have a special guest today.
Let's go. Let's go. This is 2 years in the making.
2 years in the making. Just want to introduce our special guest. Today's guest is a town council president of North Providence, also a lobbyist, and he's also government relations for the URI Foundation. Also, 1995 member of Dana's Lounge.
Wow.
Dino Autiello.
All right. Ready? I need a handshake. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for
This is I think almost a 2-year anniversary too of starting this off. And I think when we first started,
It is.
don't point at me like that. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Relax.
All right, you're all giddy today.
I'm not giddy. We do have a guest because I'm sick of talking to you. It's usually just you.
Oh, you got to run for your money. He's good looking too.
All right. Listen, that's 2 years. This is almost a 2-year mark, and I think we talked about having Dino on the first time we recorded at Fishco 2 years ago. So we appreciate you coming on, Dino. Appreciate it, Councilman.
And I know you're busy. Thank you for your time.
We know you're very busy, so a lot of stuff going on. So
I'm excited. I'm a huge fan.
Big fan.
Love the podcast.
Awesome.
You guys crack me up. I listen to it in the morning when I get ready for work, and it's just really, really cool that you have me on. I appreciate it.
I appreciate stuff. Appreciate that. But as you know about how our show goes, we like to ask the guest,
what's bothering you, right? So we're not going to go with me today. We're going to start with our guest. So Dino, let's kick it off. What's bothering you? It could be anything you want. You know the drill. You listen, so it could be anything. So what's bothering you today or overall? Tell our listeners.
How much time do we have?
Take as much time as
There's
you
a
want.
lot of things that bother me.
Tell us.
But I've been thinking about this lately. You know what really bothers me? I'm going to say this. Cell phone usage.
Oof.
And here's why. I think cell phone use, it's great for, connecting people, but it's just people the way they drive.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, people are on their phone not paying attention. So I think gym etiquette, because I don't have any hobbies. The only thing I do is go to the gym. That's the only enjoyment I have.
Okay.
So there's nothing worse when you're at the gym and you're waiting for someone and they're on their phone. When you're in a drive-thru, I call it the Dunkin' Donuts stop. So what happens is if they're texting, they'll pull all the way up. So then you don't line up with the microphone. You got to stick your neck out the window.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Then you pay, right? The person in front of you, they pay. They get their coffee. They take they let their foot off the brake, and then they stop because they're going to finish their text. Yeah. So now you're not to the window yet, so you can't get your coffee.
Sure.
Really bothers me.
I agree with you.
And lastly, something that bothers me is jokes. I hate when people tell me jokes, right? And the only thing that worse, because the only jokes I want to hear is if I pay to go see a comedian.
Okay.
The only thing worse than a joke is when someone hands you the cell phone and says, watch their cell phone.
Yeah.
If that video is not less than 30 seconds, no, I don't know what we get.
then you're thinking in your head, I don't give a fuck.
Not at all. Not at all. No, it's like, get this thing away from
They
me.
show you like videos of their kids doing stuff that honestly, you don't want to see it.
You did not see that, then yes, it didn't watch a joke.
That's true. The jokes really aren't funny.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I agree with you. When someone puts on your face and says, "Hey, look at this and watch this for a second," it's got to be a quick. It's got to you got to hit me with it. I can't sit there and watch the thing because I'm out.
And then how about if like they lose track and they gotta back?
Let me see it.
And then you see that it's like a minute and 59 seconds. It's like you're in trouble.
Yeah.
And all you're saying is, haha. Like that people.
Yeah, exactly.
But the phones is definitely going because we all use our phones, and I think to that point, and just in general, I mean, people expect an answer right away. Like you're in your world, right? Someone texts you, they expect that answer to be right away. And that, to me, like over time, like you could email someone, expect that reply maybe a day, 24 hours, 40 hours. That's like too long now.
Yeah.
They want that answer like within minutes. You don't give them that. They're calling you. I think, I hope with the text when you get, hey, I had asked you something. You mind if I call you?
Oh.
It's like, dude, just text me. You know what I mean?
I had a rule, but well, not a rule, but I tell people, if you're gonna ask me a question, just text me a question. Don't say like, hey, got a minute? You know, the thing that bothers me.
Got a sec.
Well, Kenny, you know this. I'm a huge we're baseball fans. I'm a huge Yankees fan. There was nothing better than coming home at night, and you get home and the ticker, and ticker, and you had to wait to see that score and see if they won or not. And if you missed it, you had to sit there for another 15, 20 minutes. Now there's like instant gratification, you know? So like I have the Yankee score on my phone all the time. It's not as fun.
It's not as fun. I think it takes away from the game too, because I find myself almost like watching it less.
Exactly.
Because it's everywhere. It's like, what do I even watch? I'm getting all the alerts.
Exactly. Like realistically, instead of watching a regular season football game, like on Amazon Prime, seriously, your phone's 5 minutes ahead of the game.
Exactly.
To follow on your phone.
Exactly. And I'll find myself not even watching the games anymore and just following off my phone and doing something else.
Same from the same. 100%. That's a go. That's really good. We'll go to you, Ken.
All right.
What's bothering you this week?
This is a good one. Nothing bothers me more than on Instagram seeing these women and gentlemen, if they are a person, say, send a drink for my bachelorette party. Venmo me a drink. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That drives me up a wall.
Is this recent? Did you see this recently?
All the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing that I don't understand. If you were that close to that person, you would be on the trip.
True.
Great point.
Great point.
Great point.
The other point, there's more. Plenty more. The other point is you're going away. So you expect strangers to buy you a drink. So you went on vacation trying to finagle drinks from strangers on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I don't get that. And another thing that goes along with it, hashtag bachelorette party behavior. But like, I don't get that.
I mean, that's the behavior of bachelor party, right?
Doing what?
Getting drinks from people on Instagram.
But I don't get it. I don't get it. But that's what really bothers me.
All right.
I agree with you.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
You know what? It's almost as bad as prayers needed.
Yeah, no one's praying.
Yeah.
But how are you going to put that and not say what the prayers
I
needed?
know.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I do try to, like, oh man, let me say a little.
So one of the last thing that bothers me on Instagram,
What's that?
when people have the gif of boat last night. What a boat last night. What a boat.
Just tell us what happened last night.
What happened? You put on a nice pair of dress clothes and you went out and you took a picture of a boat last night. What a boat.
Please give me attention.
Yeah.
I
all you
think
need is
people
attention.
do that just to get the attention, right? They just
They want all for
it's all for
attention.
It's all for attention. So that's a good one.
Yeah. You got some?
I think it's a very good one.
You like that?
I like that one. I like that a lot.
So what's bothering me this week is RI Energy. Around Energy. They've been knocking on my door to swap out the smart meter. I don't know if did you get the knock yet?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get the knock yet? They've been relentless. Like it's almost like they want to sell me the meter. They woke up my son from a nap. The guy was banging on the door. I'm like, buddy, listen, I'll call and make the appointment. Like, when I'm ready to do this smart meter, because they have to shut the power off, and I can't have my power off for another day.
Why?
Well, we got work related stuff. My Angie's working. The kids are watching the TV. Can't have the power on. So anyway, that's what's bothering me. I know it's gonna get done, but let me be the one to call and send it all.
How about this? Want me to watch you more?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe why does it bother you more?
Hit me with it.
Again, I don't know if this is true, but
We got any conspiracies?
no. From what I'm told, if you choose, first of all, the new meters are going to charge you more money during peak hours, and if you choose not to change your meter, or I think you have to at some point, they're going to charge you a certain fee a month to have the old meter.
I did hear that, and I asked the installer who came to knocking on my door. I said, "What's the hard deadline?" He's like, "There is no deadline. Just do it when you want." I'm like, "All right, that's good to know because you've been knocking on my door every other day." I didn't say that to him, but in my mind, I'm like, "You've been knocking on my door. Like I had to get this done today." So I did hear that they're gonna charge.
It is true.
Yeah.
I've seen somebody who doesn't want to do it, and they told him he's going to get charged extra every month he doesn't have it.
Well, yeah. So anyway, that's bothering me. I mean, I understand it's gonna get done, but let's go easy with the hard knocks on the door.
Yeah.
That's unnecessary.
So why don't you just change it?
I can't because I have to turn the power off. I can't have my power off.
Didn't you just hear what he said, man?
I
His
did hear
kid's
what he
watching TV, bro.
I got my son.
So when are they gonna do it? On the weekend when you're not
on
home?
a day where I can plan and let everyone I know in my house we're not gonna have power for
All right.
minutes. All right, fair. So that's it.
All right, so that's what's bothering you.
Absolutely, that's it.
So before we get into this,
Okay.
we both want to know one question
Me?
to him.
Okay. Yeah.
Seriously, what's up with that first pitch you threw?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Modify.
But just let everybody know at home, the first pitch we're referring to was opening day at Lee Romano Field, and Councilman here had to throw out the first pitch. Was it one bounce? Was it unbounce?
Yeah.
Maybe we can put that image up when we would broadcast this.
They will do a collage.
We'll do that. We'll insert the video.
It's like maybe not.
Can you just walk me through that real quick? Walk us through what was going on in your
Not going. Not going.
I mean, was this like a build up in your mind, like, oh shit, like
Yeah, I did it a couple of years ago. I fired a strike, and this time I don't know. I just was a little nervous. I wanted to give the kid lay it right in there. I rushed the pitch, mortified.
So, now when you threw
Very
it,
embarrassing.
when you threw it, did you know you were done?
I was right around it. A lot of our friends were there.
I promise you, for the rest of your life, as long as you do this, that's going to be in your mind. Every single
Yeah.
game.
Oh yeah, that's in
I
there.
can't screw this up again. I can't screw this up again.
You know what the best part of the whole day was? I had to do the same thing at the softball opening day, and I showed up the pitch there as well. Lucky Alan wasn't on film.
You know our problem.
And I could yeah, now I do. Yeah, I say that. I try to sorry. But they thought it was bad. Really bad.
That's brutal.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, Kenny with a phenomenal pitch. You could get some tips. This kid was unbelievable.
My whole baseball career went down the tubes in that one pitch.
There's a center fielder for Dina's Lounge. Well, the All-Star.
I remember you as a kid. High school, you were really good back in the day.
Yeah, I was
You're a
good.
few years older than me, but I remember.
Yeah, it was I played with some real good baseball players. I was part of the first trade in the history of North Providence, East Little League. So I played for Tom's Deli as Vin G.
Yeah.
So Tom's Deli for 2 years, and then my father got a head coaching job for Dana's Lounge. So I had to get traded to Dana's Lounge, and it was myself, and then we had Chris Iannetta.
Nice.
Playing Major League Baseball. We were a wagon. John Morano.
This guy's good.
Yeah, they all turned up.
Yeah.
I played with John. I played 2 games with Chris Iannetta in the fall because he was just strong. He was on another level. He was on another level.
Chris was fantastic. Yeah. And worked very hard at the game too.
Yeah.
Very good. Had a long career too.
Yeah, great.
He had great. Yeah.
He had a great career.
He could be a manager, I think, in the next. Oh, yes. He's a smart baseball guy.
When you were on Dana's Lounge, though, was the team stacked though with Triumphs? Did they do that on purpose to rig the league? Honestly, was the league rigged back then?
Sure it was. This
is the real
league. Literally, this was Middle League. It was. Don't forget, we had 2 leagues.
Yeah, the West and the East.
We had the West and the East. And
so when did you fall? Were you East?
I was in East.
East, okay.
Yeah, which they don't have anymore,
Right.
unfortunately.
Right.
And Mike Ryan, who his son is actually a pitcher at the high school and on the high school team now, one of the best pitchers in the state. Mike was one of the best pitchers growing up.
Mm-hmm.
We always said if we kept him back a year, we would have went to Williamsport.
Wow.
Really?
And here we are in our 40s. We still talk about that.
Would that have been 96? What was it?
96. Well, no, I was 95. He was 94.
Okay.
I had a late birthday. So
Gotcha. Yeah, that's some good.
that was the best.
I remember John Morano had an unbelievable.
Yeah.
His tag back to first, and you taking a lead. He hit me one time in men's league. I was I think he broke my wrist. He had a hard tag.
His cousin Al, too, would play with
I
Al.
heard Al, yeah.
And Al actually holds all the batting records for Quinnipiac.
Wow.
Really?
And if he didn't hurt his knee, he probably would have been drafted.
He was a good ball player.
Very cool. He was fantastic. Him and Chris were,
Yeah.
I
remember him and Henrique. He's really good.
yeah.
Some of the kids in LA, people use their bats too. That bothers me.
Oh, yeah.
They're young loose kid. Yeah.
Now, every kid has their own bat.
Yeah.
They have one bat for the team.
Yeah.
My father was the manager.
Yeah.
He showed up with, a Nike tank top on with, spandex and, the Reebok high pumps and, a flat brim hat. He would be like Woody Harrelson in White Man Canyon. His outfit coaching third base was absurd.
It's awesome.
As the kids loved it.
Yeah. That's the best memories right there. I can't have to help coach for my son when he at the age of playing. So I'm looking forward to that.
That's awesome.
It's the best. That's the best. But anyway, thanks for sharing that experience about that. What's the silliest complaint you've received from a constituent? You're like, I can't believe this.
The mayor runs the day-to-day operations of the town. So and then we are the governing body of the town. So we set the budget, we set the laws of the town. So, I get a phone call about someone wanting their street plowed. Obviously, I'm going to try and get that done, but we really don't have a lot of say over getting that done. But one of the most ridiculous calls I ever got was probably 10 years ago. I forget. I think it was Superstorm Sandy. Remember the hurricane we had?
2012.
Yeah, I got a call from an elderly woman, and she was screaming at me on my phone, on my voicemail. So I called her back, and she said, because you're a politician, you must have your power on. So I want my power on like you have yours.
Yeah.
So I said, well, where do you live? She lived right at the street. So I said, well, I'll make a deal. When my power comes back on, I'll try and get your power. Oh, yours is off too? I said, what do you think? Like, just because I got elected to office doesn't mean my power is on. We're on the same grade.
Yeah.
But, so it's a lot of that. But
No, and I think too, just to that point, we talked about it before. With the past snowstorm we had this past winter, it was a historic storm, and then you get people on Facebook, when's my street getting plowed? They're not doing anything. This town sucks. All right, I can understand people want to complain about things. They have the right to do that, but people also have to be reasonable and use some logic. Like, okay, this was a historic storm. The snow is up to my waist. We gotta have some I understand everyone says street plowed, but people just need to calm down a little bit, in my opinion.
I think, though, there's room for improvement.
Of course.
I think with this town, this town has a real good group of young leadership.
Yeah.
And it's time for that group to move this town into the modern century.
Sure.
And what I mean by that is, you're right. Your street is not going to get plowed right away. But if you knew that your street is going to be plowed at maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it'd put your mind at ease.
Right.
There's not a lot of that communication.
Well, into that point too, that just because I'm a tech guy, there's technology out there that they track.
Exactly.
Because that's the other thing too. I think if people had, and I'm not trying to play Monday morning quarterback to say, we coulda, shoulda, did this, but I think if the technology is there, and I think for this storm in particular, people didn't have visibility of what was going on, so there was an unknown. Exactly. So it was I don't know what's coming. I'm not hearing anything. No one's giving me an update. But if people actually knew, okay, the plow is scheduled to come at this time, it would feel a little more ease. And I know there's technology out there. Who knows? Maybe we'll have that technology someday.
Yeah, but sometimes you can't put a time on if your truck breaks down.
Well,
right.
Or any of that.
Well, for example, look at AAA. You call AAA, estimated time between 10 a.m. and mid-noon, or 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Yeah, is an estimated time. If I'm knowing that and I get AAA and I call, okay, I know it's coming. But if AAA is not giving me an update, I'm gonna need kind of.
Yeah, but if you don't have the trucks or any of that, how are you gonna do
an
adequate job?
I get that.
Right, but the communication.
Not.
This has nothing to do with the workers. They were
great. I'll complain.
Yeah. But there's a plan. We did District 1 first. Right. Got to go to District 2 next. So that people have a general idea.
Okay.
And it comes down to why I like local politics is kitchen table issues. Of course. When they say all politics are local, that's true.
It is true.
And when they say that snow plowing and trash removal, that you elected, that's true too.
Absolutely.
You'd be surprised,
In local politics, we talked about it before, is, in my opinion, is way more important than national because it affects you.
Yeah, I just wish more people understood. And again, the average person who works, they have children, they're busy. They don't get that, and they see on the news what's going on nationally. It puts a bad taste in their mouth. But it's your local body of government that's making the decisions that affect your day-to-day life.
Absolutely.
And I just wish more people understood that and came to our budget hearings, got involved in the process, because I think they would find it interesting.
Yeah, that's one of the things I want to start doing. Once I get the time and free up, is to go to these hearings and meetings and stuff like that. I try to follow as much as I can, but to your point, the families, the school homework with the kids, the day, it's tough to do to be involved.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, you've been in council president for a long time, 10+ years. How had their role evolved, growing up? Nah, I don't know.
I mean, when I first got elected, I never thought I would run for office.
Really?
That was the last thing.
What made you then?
Honestly, so everyone, late Senate President Ruggiero, Dominic Ruggiero.
We were very close with.
Very close. Yeah. And he was a mentor, great friend. So what happened was my dad owned a diner, 30 years.
Yeah.
So I worked there washing dishes all the time. And he used to come in. It was like a political hub of Rhode Island. You had, everyone in Providence politics, North Providence politics. They'd all meet there in the morning and have their coffees. And so he would be in almost every morning. And he was a great guy. You know, so him and I got friendly. He took a liking to me. So at the time, I was going to URI, and then I graduated. Didn't really know what I really wanted to do. So he offered, through Joe Montalbano, the Senate president, they hired me as a Senate fellow. So it's like a page, right? It's a page. No, the page program is for like high school.
Oh, okay.
It's like a paid internship.
Gotcha.
So I did that, and then from that, I really liked it. You know, started helping on their campaigns, and then I got hired full time, and I worked for Ruggiero for almost 15 years. Wow. In the meantime, there was a scandal in North Providence. Some of the council people.
Yes.
I'd gotten in trouble.
Right.
So he came to me and was like, I think you should run for this. And I'm like, you're crazy. This is not my thing. Sure. It's like, I really think you should. And, you know, my father pushed me. Yeah. And so I did it. And, you know, it was that's really how it came about. I never in a million years thought I would run for office. And I didn't think I was going to win. I ran against a guy that would run the Jets organization and another guy that was involved in the town. I didn't think I had a shot at winning. So, you know, but we put together a campaign. It was kind of a ragtag last minute thing. Yeah. You know, I have all my friends, family. It was fun.
And if you could go back in time, knowing what you know now, like, is there anything you could change or want to change, or like, oh, now I know this, I would have done this?
Oh, there's a lot of things. I think about that all the time. Yeah, there's a lot of decisions I would have made. Again, like I was intimidated at first. You know, I was 26 years old. Didn't really know what I was getting myself into.
Did you have any debates at that time? Like any debates we had go up on stage?
Not so much a debate, but we had to speak in front of committees.
That was a little nerve-wracking.
Anyway, get an endorsement. It was tough. It was very tough. But I have to say, Ruggiero, again, obviously I was very close to him, but whether people agree with his politics or not, he was a very, very nice person. Yeah. And I think that is lost today in politics. And again, if you didn't agree with him, he was still your friend. Yeah. And he always wanted to see the younger people that worked under him do better. So he always took them under his wing and promoted them and encouraged them to do better. And,
that's nice.
You know, like, you don't see that a lot anymore. And that's how I try to be with some of these young people that want to get involved.
No, I think you're right. I think you are right. I feel like nowadays it's either you're on this team or that team. And if you're not on that team, you're this, you're that, you're scum of the earth, get away from me, I don't want to talk to you. That doesn't do anybody any good. I think getting back to the technology point you made about the phone, I think everyone's on the phone. It's kind of changed the mentality differently. Yeah. People view things, they see a meme, they see a 10-second clip, they base their opinion off of that without actually going in, digging deeper, having a conversation with somebody and learning more about what they're upset about. Exactly. I think we've all been there. We all get upset about things, but I think sometimes just take a step back. Let me do my research. Let me go to the source and read what someone's actually saying. Right. Instead of actually just looking at a clip.
Like that you said, like people can disagree, like obviously he's a politician. Like if he does something I don't agree with, it's not gonna affect the friendship.
No. I have never in the 16 years I've been doing this, then, held it against someone that didn't agree with me politically. Yeah. I don't understand that world. It just doesn't exist to me. And I would rather not do it anymore than lose a friend over it. Right. And I wish more people thought that way.
Right. And that was actually my follow-up question because, Senator Ruggiero, you were very close with him. Was there anyone you were close with and maybe it went sideways, but it doesn't sound like that? Was there anything that kind of
people across, like along the way that I felt
like that helped you early on, and then
you see this turn to what I did. There was people that because I didn't do what they thought I should. Right. Wasn't didn't want to be my friend anymore or ally, whatever you want to call it. And you know what? You asked in the past. I'm glad. I wish it happened sooner because I don't need people like that.
Exactly.
So pay attention. Now pay attention. Before we get on to the next topic. 2 more years. Are you running for mayor or not? Because I'm sick of asking you.
Yeah, I sick.
I want it. No. What? No. I just.
Yeah, almost like you.
That's all right. So you heard it here first. Break the Ice podcast. The councilman will be running for mayor.
2028. That's
2028.
20. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I got to get elected first. This time around, though. I'm on the ballot.
Should have no crime. Do you know the point at this point? Is there something?
Find out soon.
Kenny's right now. I'm just kidding.
No, I would never.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But all kidding aside,
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that because I thought you should have did it 20 years ago.
Yeah, I think it's.
I know, but not 20 years ago, but my opinion. But I personally, while we're here today, I want to thank you for helping me with a job and all that. I greatly appreciate your friend.
I'll cry.
I'm not, but he kept his word when I was going through a tough time. He kept his word. He said, "Don't worry about it," and he came through.
They're friends.
So yes,
I mean, we're friends. So
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And my thing with the mayor seat is yes, I feel like I have to do it. I want to do it.
Yeah.
But why I was been hesitant in the past is I have a very good career.
Yeah.
And you know, I've been making those adjustments to get ready to do it. But you know, so it's not an easy transition. Like so a lot of people assume
I did. I assumed that.
like but it's you know, I have to get ready for that transition. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you run for mayor. That's the pinnacle you're doing. Man, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
You don't have a family, no kid. You know your kids.
I'm divorced.
Oh, so I'm saying. No, I'm saying my point is that's going into it. I don't think for me personally, I don't think I could do anything like that. Just having the family behind me, like I feel like that would put a lot of pressure on them.
I think it's just younger people that are that should get involved in politics because because of their ideas, their thought process. However, it can be tough on family life, and you have to really be established,
right?
Because it does take away. Like I can never imagine doing it with young children.
My wife's like, "Oh, do it. You should run." Especially when I had my stores and the business in the town. It was actually a perfect setup to run for something if I wanted to. Not that I was going to. You had the stores, you meet the people, you shake the hands, you introduce. You're out there. I could never. I'm like, I don't want to do this. You know what I mean? It's just I couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, it's tough. It's tough.
So you mentioned your day job. You have a very good day job, you said. So that's exactly what you do.
So I'm the director of government relations for the URI Foundation. So the URI Foundation is the endowment that supports the University of Rhode Island. So that's the fundraising arm. So I'm paid through them. But I am the registered lobbyist, amongst others, for URI. And it's such a rewarding career. So I know a lot of people ask, what is a lobbyist? And, a lobbyist really is a person that is hired to direct, public policy in the best direction to the company or institution they work for. So again, I graduated from URI, so I was nervous when I got offered the job, but it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Working with this guy, the president of URI, he's taking URI from a very good school to one of the top. I mean, you guys read the news. Of course, it's one of the top universities around. Number one public institution in New England in the Wall Street Journal. It's an R1 research institution now, and looks like we're gonna get medical school too.
That's awesome.
And that's what you've been lobbying for.
Yeah. I'm a big part of the medical school, the funding. We have a lot of federal money that comes in that we do research with. The biggest thing with URI, I wish more people would understand it. It's such a Rhode Island thing. Yeah. Because it's down in South County, a lot of people don't want to take that ride down there. I always tell the story. So I was gonna go either UConn or I like Northeastern. Mm-hmm. My father owned the diner right on the campus of PC. So it was like a Sunday afternoon, and my father was like, let's go take a ride down to that URI. And I'm like, you never went down there. Yeah. So we take a ride down. I had gut knee. And we're like, this place is unbelievable. It's beautiful. Yeah. And so I decided to go there. And one of the best decisions I've made. And, I just wish more people would go down there, see it. It's beautiful.
It is. You're right. It's that Rhode Island mentality. Oh, that's too far. I'm not going down there. It's an hour away. I'm not driving down there.
But it's just like even you with small children, take them to the Bay campus. Oh, we have like the Bob Ballard research lab. Bob Ballard's the guy that discovered the Titanic. He had his lab there where you can we have one of our research vessels out to sea, and they're live streaming 24 hours a day, and your kids can see what they're doing. But it's unbelievable.
No, it is. It is. It's such a. I think it's almost like it is an underrated school. I feel like it's not. It's getting now, but I'm seeing for a while, and I've traveled just in the Northeast, and in the last couple years or so, and I've been on the train and people have said, "Oh, you know, where you from? Oh, I'm from Maryland. Well, my kid goes to URI. My kid goes to URI, or I went to URI." Like they do telling me this. So and they have that. That's a connection back to Rhode Island.
This president has taken it to that level,
awesome.
where it's competing with the top universities around, and because he's a risk taker.
Yeah, that's
right. This guy, like he'll go and help a kid move in their dorm. He doesn't have to do that, but he'd rather do that than go speak at the state house on something.
That goes a long way. Like those little things like that, they really go a long way.
We have like every single school district in Rhode Island teachers are from URI.
Yeah, gotcha.
Most of the employees at Amgen, Raytheon, Electric Boat, a lot of startups down at Quonset, those are all URI graduates. And then, we got people doing marine life research. They say for every dollar invested in URI from the state, we return 17 change in Rhode Island.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Brown has a medical school.
Sure.
And the issue is, well, Brown has a medical school. We don't want to compete with Brown. A lot of people go to Brown to be a specialist, a specialty surgeon, in certain field.
Sure.
And 92% of those kids leave Rhode Island. URI you want to go be a PA, a DO, like you go to URI for that. And then, part of the deal is you stay in Rhode Island to practice. We're trying to work out all these clinicals with local hospitals. And it's looking like it's in good shape to pass.
Wait, if it passes, when would we know?
Try even next month.
Really? Great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So then they got to start building it and all that. How?
The building, it won't be a building at first. Like they'll work out of the health science building right now, but like they'll hire a dean. Then from the dean, he'll hire a staff. You'll see your first return on investment within 10 years.
That's great.
And that, we have a healthcare crisis in Rhode Island. That's besides the reimbursement rates, create a pipeline that will help the healthcare crisis.
Big time. Big time.
That's good news. I think it's good news. Very good news.
It is.
No, we need more of that. And to your point, to keep the brains in Rhode Island. You want to keep those jobs in Rhode Island. We always talk about that. But if you have a program, you create that ecosystem, people are going to stay. They want to make their money, live here, grow here. And athlete. Do you travel to down? Are you remote, or do you travel down to
No, I'm there. I have an office down there. So I'm at this. So I'm not there every day, but I'm there 3 to 4 days a week. Sure. I have an office. Then I'm at the state house. Doing the lobby work. So I'm at hearings almost every night at the state house during the legislative session, and that's good. Council's 20.
That's 24/7. Yeah, that's very.
The only thing I don't understand about the lobbying, right? Everybody knows each other. So what can someone possibly say to sway somebody? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but if we didn't propose this medical school, this would have never got off the ground.
Okay.
The General Assembly meets for 6 months a year.
Yeah.
So they have 6 months to make all these. We don't have a full-time legislature in the state. So they have 6 months to make these decisions. And it's up to us to teach them everything they need to know.
Right.
Also, so last year, we started a medical school study commission. So we put all experts in the medical field, CEOs of hospitals, this and that, on this commission. They did a study. They gave a positive recommendation. That study turned into legislation for this year.
That's okay.
Now that legislation is hopefully going to pass.
All right, I get it.
And we had to do a feasibility study and,
a lot of study.
A lot of stuff.
Because essentially this took years. This is years that made years. This is years in digging. This is how last year,
No, it's not
fall. This is something that's overnight. Right.
But we've really
ramped up.
We've hit a sweet spot. It's really moving faster than I think a lot of people are, and which is a good thing.
And you think that's probably a little bit. So with the new leadership, URI has probably helped in a more aggressive pushing us along.
Again, this guy, the president, he takes risks.
Yeah. He's
not risk adverse, and he doesn't take no for an answer. And
that's good.
Again, he's a nice person too. Right. So I love his leadership style.
That's good.
I really do.
Cool.
Hey, we'll get him on. We will get him. I go right to the school and talk.
No, that's awesome.
About URI, I want to go back to URI for a minute.
Yeah.
Are you happy with the dual AD hire?
Great.
Really?
Great hire.
Really?
Rhode Island guy.
Yep.
Grew up on Cathedral Ave, right near Mount Pleasant.
Did he really?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. The Rhode Island connection.
Yeah.
So I went to his introductory press conference, and he comes from Seton Hall. And after I go up to him, I said, "Dino Autiello, nice to meet you." And he said, "Autiello, are you related to this Autiello?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's my cousin." So I went to LaSalle with him. He's like, "I grew up on Cathedral Ave." I said, "I grew up right up the street. I said, I actually live up the street from there now. And that's whatever. It's
Such around, yeah.
yeah. And he's a good guy.
That's awesome.
He's got a lot of good connections in the sports world. So I think he's going to be very, very good.
That's great.
That is great.
That's such a round thing. You started mentioning the last names. I mean, we've all probably been there at some point.
Everybody.
Everywhere.
Everybody get a
I mean, he was responsible for what's his name? The coach of Seton Hall.
Howard.
Beforehand.
Not Tommy Amica.
No, but the one we don't just Villanova.
Willard.
Yeah,
Kevin Willard.
that was a great hire.
Yeah, yes.
He was responsible for that.
But here's another thing. So do you know this? So this state pays the players or no? Is that the NIL?
No, not from the state, but the NIL is a thing.
So how does that work where URI could get like a PC? Who funds them? Just donors or something?
Yeah, I don't love it. I do think kids should get money, but I think they have to fix the system. It's like a Wild West.
Yeah.
And we have, it's literally open free agency every year.
Yeah.
So you have kids that can transfer. So they either got to put the 1 year back in where you have to sit out a year, or I think if you take NIL money from the school, you have to at least stay at that school for 2 years.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
They have to do
I think there's something, yeah. You're right.
It got to be regulated or something, right?
It's the cat, like the horses out of the barn. So it's like they really need to do something to rein it back in. And again, these student athletes are bringing so much money into these institutions. They deserve it,
Of course.
but it's very hard to see that they can jump every year. There's no consistency.
There is no consistency, and it's tough to build a program like a Final Four program if you really don't write the donors. Right, it's brutal.
Right.
I'm shocked PC has. I'm baffled PC got that much money.
PC, and I'm just because I work for URI, I'm a PC fan, big time PC fan too.
Season ticket holder.
Exactly. PC does not have an excuse to be bad anymore.
There we go.
If you look at the NIL budgets, they're in that upper echelon.
Yeah.
They're not like a blue blood, but they're right there.
Got into a PC game. I haven't been to a PC game since I'll take you. Dickie Sipkin, about 94.
West.
Going way back. My dad had the store. We used to get tickets all the time going down there.
I remember going to that store with my father. Honestly, for Bear Hill Pub.
Yeah, of course.
These drugstores, right?
Yeah.
He used to cast the jet.
Yeah.
He's still down there. Remember Classic Watch next to
Yeah.
Classic Watch? You got my cologne in there.
Yes.
And he had video games, Tommy Hilfiger shirts, whatever you wanted was in that store. It was great. It was a great store.
I remember going to that liquor store all the time.
It's great times.
What do you guys got notepad?
I got a lot of notes in my
Yeah, we'll talk.
One thing I want to know about you within the town, you have a lot of rumors that fly around. What's the most ridiculous rumor you've heard within the town where it's like, who made this up? Is there anything that comes to mind like that over the years? Like, where did this come from?
I mean, I couldn't even tell you one specific, but I tell people all the time, before you spread the rumor, just ask me.
Right.
I'll never.
I wasn't sure enough directed at you. Just
I know. I'm saying because there's these. I try not to go crazy with the comments. You read some of these, and people are so off. Or it's like just ask me.
Right.
I'll tell you.
At the end, and
I'll tell you the truth.
It's crazy. Yeah, and that was my next question. Like, do you read these comments when? There's a post about you or just about the town. You kind of dive into these comments and you're like, what is this person talking about?
No, because there's a lot of
disinformation.
It's out there. And, like I said, I just wish people really understood the budget process.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's no secret that this tax increase has been proposed and then all of a sudden everyone's a fiscal expert. Yeah. It's like,
I mean, I've seen a ton of comments out there and I get it. People are upset and I get it. We live in North Providence, but for me, it's like trying logical about it. I haven't seen an increase in a few years,
Well, yeah, but it is and there's a lot
it's significant.
There's a high senior population in this town.
True.
That are on fixing.
That's true. That's true.
We are going to try and cut that down.
Sure.
Yes, there has to be a tax increase, but that much, do we need the money? Yeah,
Of course.
But there's reasons why.
Yeah.
Like North Providence can never be accused of mismanaging money. We have $17 million in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
We've lost revenue. That's the problem. So,
And mainly because what cost for
a hospital, that's a huge hit to us.
Sure.
So we need to cut $3.9 million out of this current budget to get under that tax cap where we'd have to go to the General Assembly. that of his payment to us was $3.6 million. So they wow. The other issue is the first bond payment, and we're seeing this throughout the state for the new schools, is due this year. So most of these schooling districts build brand new schools.
Yep.
We have all new schools in our province. You have to pay for them this year. So a lot of people, I think, saying like, wow, everyone voted for it.
I mean, I would say we all voted for that. We voted for it, so we knew it was coming. So, right.
But like we had our first public budget hearing where we present the budget and not one member of the public.
Really?
Not one.
Wow.
Even with this proposed tax increase, not one person was there.
Here's another question I got about the town. I read that, all right, the cannabis now, right? What about having the dispensary in town? If the people wanted it, I believe. I read it.
They voted for retail.
Okay.
And we don't have the room for it. Okay, that's all it comes down to. Now, where it would there's so many specific zones that can go in. First of all, and don't quote me on this, I'm off the top of my head, I'm not an expert in this field, but it has to be on an acre of land.
Right.
It has to be in an industrial area. So literally the only two spots that maybe you could put one is like on the Douglas Ave, Providence line, up where the animal shelter is. That's it.
Okay.
And it can't be within, because we're so compact in our commercial area. It can't be our schools. It can't be.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true.
I'm glad they said that because I didn't know, because I read that and I was like, the people wanted it. Then I didn't take into consideration you needed all that space, right? Everything else.
Yeah.
But this is a retail establishment selling marijuana, right? But this is not a growing facility. This is just retail. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, retail. That's what approved by the voters. Retail.
So let's say somebody has an existing business, an existing storefront. They want to bring this on. There was a zone for it. They could do that, right?
Yeah, but there've already been one that has approached us.
Oh, I gotcha.
But they're not properly zoned.
Gotcha.
They have an acre of land. They don't have.
Gotcha.
They're too close to a school, so they have to meet a lot of requirements to even be considered.
Well, we just want to wrap this show up tonight. I want to thank the councilman for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Also, thank you. Appreciate it.
The best.
I appreciate it. I hope everybody likes, follow, share, subscribe.
Like, follow, share, subscribe. YouTube, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Leave a comment. If it's good or bad, we don't care. We appreciate it. See you next couple.
How does it feel you weren't the best looking on set today?
I know. I wasn't.
I'm a wash.
You gotta change my name now.
Special thanks to our sponsors.
Yes.
Regal's Auto Body, Coffee Connection, and United Builders. I want to thank you guys.
Yes. Thank you, Coffee Connection. Again, solid 8 coffee. I appreciate it. This is very good. We go to you as it is, but thank you for sponsoring us. We appreciate that.
See you next time.
All right. Break the Ice podcast. Let's go. We back. Let's go. Welcome to Break the Ice.